Welcome back to Bite-Sized Folklore, where we serve up strange tales in small portions, just enough to make your day a little weirder. Today's story comes from the lowlands of Scotland. It's a peculiar little yarn about poverty, magic, trickery, and a name you'd best not forget. This is the tale of Whuppity Stoorie. Long ago, in a small Scottish village, there lived a poor woman and her sickly son. She was a hard-working soul, but no matter how she toiled, she never had more than a crust of bread and a handful of sorrow to her name. One day, as her son lay near death, the poor woman wandered down to the river, weeping and praying for help. Suddenly, a strange creature appeared. Small, bent, eyes bright as buttons. She wore a tattered red cloak and had a voice like a cracked bell, and she asked, "Why are ye greeting, woman?" The poor woman told her story, tears pouring down. The creature nodded. "I can cure the lad," she said, "but I'll need something in return." The mother hesitated. She had nothing to give. So the creature smiled a crooked smile and said, "In 3 days I'll return. If you can tell me my name, the bargain's off. But if you can't..." She leaned in close, her breath cold as winter. "I'll be taking the bairn." Now you might be thinking, this sounds a lot like Rumpelstiltskin, and you'd be right. But this is Scotland, which means things are going to get weirder before they get better. The woman agreed. What else could she do? And then she ran home. And sure enough, the very next day her son began to recover. The colour returned to his cheeks, he sat up and smiled for the first time in weeks. But the price still loomed. So the woman began asking everyone in the village. Every old tale, every rhyme, every name under the sun. 3 days passed. On the third night, as the sun dipped low, the creature returned, dancing and cackling, spinning around in the twilight like a mad old top. The woman tried every name she knew. Is it Maggie? No. Is it Tibby? Wrong again. Is it Jean? Ha! Not even close. With every guess, the creature danced faster, shrieking with laughter. The woman was near collapse. Her last hope flickered. Then, just as the creature leapt into the air for a final spin, the woman remembered something. Earlier that evening, she'd wandered out to the edge of the moor, where she heard singing in the wind, a voice far off, singing nonsense. "Whuppity Stoorie's my name, Whuppity Stoorie's me. The woman cannae guess it, so the bairn belongs to me." The woman laughed it off. Until now. She looked up and said calm and clear, "Whuppity Stoorie." The creature froze mid-spin. "What?" "Your name," said the woman. "It's Whuppity Stoorie." With a scream of rage, the wee thing crumpled in on herself, howling, snarling, spitting, and vanished in a puff of smoke. Gone. The boy lived, grew strong, and the woman never forgot the price of that miracle, or the power of a well-timed name. Now who or what was Whuppity Stoorie? Some say she was a fairy. Some say a witch. Others call her a bogey or a brownie gone bad. But whatever she was bound by one rule. Names hold power. If you have a thing, you gain control over it. And in Celtic folklore, that's no small matter. Names protect, names bind. That's why so many fairy tales warn against telling strangers your true name, or ask you to guess theirs. Sound familiar? That's right, Whuppity Stoorie is Scotland's answer to Rumpelstiltskin, but the Scottish version has its own bite. Rougher, stranger, and rooted in the oral traditions of the lowlands. It's a tale about cleverness over magic, desperation met with boldness, and the fact that sometimes the best weapon isn't a sword or a spell, it's a sharp ear and a sharper tongue. Thank you for listening to Bite-Sized Folklore. If you enjoyed today's tale, share it with someone who loves a good riddle or a creepy fairy. Until then, watch what you promise and remember their names.